Hi, my name's Jane Pelusi and I've been on Isogenics now for 3 years. I began Isogenics because I was a yo-yo dieter for my entire life. And being a health professional, I thought I knew what to do, calories in, calories out. But then I was introduced to Isogenics, and within the first 30 days I knew I was in here for life because I not only dropped the weight, I felt fantastic, slept beautifully, and really it changed my life. But in the beginning, there were some things that I needed to troubleshoot. And so what I'm going to do in this little video is go through some of the more common things that happen when you start on Isogenics. So Isogenics is a system of nutritional cleansing. So what we're doing is we're putting high nutrition in, and then we're going to cleanse and help our organs cleanse out the impurities. So you must expect that this is a change in your diet. So your body is going to react. And it is going to react in a different way for different people. So first of all, the first line of attack is to actually communicate. What we want to do is, if you've got some sort of symptom in your first couple of weeks and you don't know what it is, talk to your enrolling sponsor. They should already be talking to you about these things, but talk to them because they can help. Also, my Healthy Tribe, we've all seen it. We've all either had it ourselves or know someone who has. So therefore we can help as well. So post in the group and we can help you out because someone will have heard of it before. So the most common thing we have to troubleshoot with the Isogenics is headaches. In the first few days, a lot of people will get a headache. Now this is because we've either got it could be a caffeine withdrawal or a sugar withdrawal or some sort of, as the impurities come out, they circulate in the bloodstream for a little bit before they're excreted, and therefore you might get a headache. There's a few things that we can do to help. Number one is water. Water, most people run a little bit dry anyway, so up the water because dehydration can give you a headache as well. So we want to increase water, and that helps the toxins flush out through the kidneys. The other way is green tea is also good because it's got a little bit of caffeine in it. So that actually helps with the caffeine withdrawals. So you can have much herbal tea or green tea as you like. So being a nurse, the next thing I'm going to talk about is our bowels. So one of the other common things is that some people will become constipated and other people might have diarrhea. This is because of the change in the nutrition that you're eating and the consistency of it. We're having a bit more of a fluid diet with 2 shakes a day, so that can either make your diarrhea or constipation, as you might expect. I had a bit of constipation, but by the end, after the 4 days of the start, I had a couple extra Isoflush and everything was good for me. Once again, more water because the water will increase, make everything softer, and so therefore it will settle, and once you get used to it, it won't be a problem again. Diarrhea can also be a problem, the other side of the scale, and that sometimes the shakes can be very rich on a stomach that hasn't had a lot of that high nutrition before. So sometimes if it's bad, we will ask people to have like half a shake at a time. So 1 scoop and then another scoop later, and just slowly take in the nutrients in the shakes. Other things are, make sure you're getting good vegetable content so that there's a bit of roughage in your diet. On cleanse days, some people can feel nauseous, and so what happens here most of the time, I find, because on a cleanse day you're not actually eating anything particularly solid, it's often the vitamins that'll cause that. The way to get around that, so the vitamins go onto a raw empty stomach, and then they might make you feel a bit woozy. So what I recommend is, I think Jen Jeffries recommended that you have hold off on your supplements until you've had your first, and have it with a couple of Scooby snacks, Isogenic snacks, or with an Iso Delight. So there's something in your stomach at the time. So one of the processes that's happening is that the impurities are held in our fat cells. So when they're in the process of being released, they then release from the fat cell and end up in your blood supply. And until they go through and are excreted, they can cause all of these issues. One of them is moodiness. Now, I don't know, many of us in a cleanse day can be a bit moody. And you can find that in the first 30 days that you can get a bit moody or grumpy or tired or just a bit teary, emotional. Once again, this is one of these things that will pass. So it's about acknowledging that it's happening, and then acknowledge when you actually feel great. Above all, I want to say is the way to get past all of these things that we need to troubleshoot is to communicate. We're all there as a team for you. So communicate with us. Your enrolling sponsor or any of us in the group, post and someone will answer you. So remember that we are there for you. Also, you can search for things within this group, and one of them is Dr. Ina's symptoms of cleansing. And if you search for Dr. Ina, I-N-A, in this group, it will come up and you'll be able to read why this is happening and what to do about it. The other thing is go to isogenicshealth.net, because they have lots of information and scientific articles to read about symptoms of cleansing and nutritional cleansing, so that's well worth doing it. If your symptoms do persist, remember that there could be something else going on at the same time, completely irrelevant to cleansing. So you might get a cold, or something else might happen. So make sure you communicate with us, and then we can also go and see your doctor and that sort of thing. So troubleshooting is just a matter of communicating with us, and we can get you through it. So good luck.